What's up, guys? It is Sunday, June 18th. It's 10:24 a.m. And this is going to be a crypto weekly wrap-up, taking a look at the weekly charts. We have the candles closing today. And for all the Stargate daddies out there, happy Father's Day. And all the Stargate mommies acting like daddy, happy Father's Day to you too. So let's dive straight into it. We're going to dive into the bond yields, the dollar, stock market, gold. We're going to look at some of the key charts that we were looking at earlier this year as far as knowing when we're switching from a bull market to a bear market and vice versa. We'll go into the total crypto market cap, all the altcoins, Bitcoin, XRP, XLM, and then take a look at XRP against the whole entire altcoin market. So if you're new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment and a like, and let me know what you think as far as, are we about to head up next week or are we about to head down? So bond yields right now, we're running into that hot zone. We got the 786 right here, the Fibonacci, and we're getting rejected at it. We got rejected at it this past week. We saw for the past month now getting rejected at that point. If we look at the momentum, we are starting to curl over. So it does look like starting next week, we'll see the bond yields start to come down. And then if we're looking at the dollar tanked last week. That was something that we were expecting. We're at 102.299. And if we take this low to this high, we're very close to the 786, which is sitting at 101.646. We want to come down, break that as support. And then if we do, I believe we're going to come down and test the 200 moving average and the 1618 breakdown extension point, which is 98.515. If we look at the momentum on the weekly chart, we're clearly crossing down. We're seeing that the blue is about to head up, back up above the 50 line, and the pink got rejected at the 50 line coming down, which means that when blue is rising and above the 50 line, we're in bearish market structure and bearish momentum. When the pink gets rejected from the 50 line and comes down, that means, we're even more in a bearish market structure. Because when the pink's above, as you notice here, and then the blue's down below, and if we go to that point, we can see that was June 2021. That was when the dollar went into a bull market structure. Like right at that point, when the pink crossed above the blue, pink got above the 50 line. This whole time, it was above. Until this moment right here, pink crossed below the blue got above. That was the start of our downtrend in the dollar and our bearish market structure. So we were in a close call point right here because the pink got above the blue, but it got rejected at the 50 line, came down. Now we're seeing the blue come up, and I would expect it's going to come up and break above the 50 line, pushing the dollar further down and continuing the acceleration of the downtrend of the dollar. And we're seeing that stock RSI cross down, the MACD come down, and the TSI curl over, showing that the momentum's rolling over. So dollar down next week, in my opinion. If we're looking at the stock market, the US NAS 100, we got above 15,000. We're actually at 15,128, quite unreal as far as that goes. And we got above both hot zones. So it's no surprise that we found a lot of rejection at this point, and it was having some trouble getting above there for months, like about 2 months. So we broke above, and it only took a matter of 2 weeks to get to this hot zone. We found a couple weeks of rejection at this point. We were stuck in it. And then this past week, we blew right above it. So that's huge, absolutely huge. But we have a couple 1 week sell warnings. And if we take the high from this point down to the low at this point, we are now sitting at the macro 786, like the big kahuna 786. We really need to see, this is like the point. This is the deciding point. The stock market next week, if we can close the weekly candle body above where we're at right now, 15,173, then it's likely the stock market is going to keep continuing to rip up here. So if we can get above, hold that support, we could retest all-time high. That's like the last line in the sand, retesting the all-time high. If we even do a hair above it and we come back down, hold that as support, and we start to rally up, we could see 22,548 out of the US NAS 100, which sounds crazy, but that's about a 48% gain from where we're at right now. But that's where the extension points are bringing us. I mean, like if we take the correction point from the C19 crash, this high down to this low over here, we came to that 1618 easily, but then we actually got even closer to 2618 in a matter of like a year and a half later. So it's not going to be up in a straight line, of course, but that could be a potential target zone of where the stock market could go if we keep on rallying up here and keep stepping up. We have this trend line coming up like this, holding as support. And that's the trend line that I'm looking at as far as us to step up on like this. If we pull back down, I want to see that hold that support. If we break that trend line, then ultimately I do think we're going to roll over a more substantial correction. But until then, direction's up, trend is your friend. Crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And if we look at the 2-week chart, we had that buy now back here with the Stargate signals. 2-week chart is chugging along. We have the momentum coming up. TSI crossover the zero line. We have the MACD rising. It's honestly super bullish right now as far as this goes. We had the 3-week buy now. We had the TSI right now getting above the zero line. And this candle, I'm not sure when this candle closes. It could be it's today. I think this candle closes today. So us seeing that, seeing the pink above the blue. Remember when the blue got above the pink back here, that's when we tanked down. But now we saw the pink get above the blue. If we look to the past with the great financial crash, we saw once that 3-week buy now came in on the Stargate signals, it was game over. That crash was done, and we continued on a 13-year bull market. We already had a crash. We got the 3-week buy now. Who knows what's in store here? But and on the monthly chart, we held the super guppy as support. We didn't break it once. We didn't even have a wick go below it. Maybe a tiny wick, but we held support up here. Now we're breaking meanly above it, and we see the teal coming back in, meaning that the bull trend is accelerating and getting more kind of parabolic here. So yeah, that is crazy. So right now we are at the last line in the sand. I would love to see the monthly chart, the monthly candle close above 16,000. We can do that. Then we're getting above these other candle body closes over here. So right over there. And really there's not much left besides that top over there. And we just saw the monthly MACD flip green. We saw the monthly TSI save itself above the zero line and cross up. If we look at these cross ups and cross downs don't happen that often. We saw a cross down back here, December 2021. That was when we tanked. We just saw a cross up. We've been going up. Saw a cross up here, May 2020. Cross up here, November 2019. Cross down, October 2018. Cross up, November 2016. So these don't happen that often. But when they do, you got to pay attention, because at that point, we've ripped up. At this point, we had a correction down. At this point, we've ripped up. This point, we had a correction down. And right now, we're starting to rip up. So that momentum is to the upside. Now, if we look at gold right now, we go to the weekly chart. We're holding that key level as far as the weekly candle body closes so far, above that 1946. We've held the bodies of the candles above so far. That's all great, but I want to see weekly candle closes and a monthly candle close actually above 1991. If we go to the monthly chart, if we can see the monthly candle close up here, no lower than 1960, then that would be solid. If we look at the momentum, though, we need to see more out of this month. We need to see in the next 12 days. Honestly, gold getting back above 2,000. So this MACD can then go dark green again, and for the TSI to continue rising up, for the stock RSI to maintain up here. If we fall any lower and close a month lower, we'll see that momentum start to curl over on the monthly chart, and you don't want to see that. But right now, all is well as far as gold goes, as far as the stock market goes, as far as the dollar downtrend goes, and bond yields is just, we need to keep a heavy eye on it as far as us getting rejection at the 3.86 level. If we look at now our key market drivers for a crypto bull or bear market. So this is the USDT market cap plus the USDC market cap together against all of the total crypto market cap. And honestly, let me actually fix this up, because to get the most accurate reading, we need to subtract this out of the total market cap. All right, so this is the most accurate reading, where it's USDT plus USDC market cap against all the total crypto market cap minus the USD and the USDC market cap. So this is the cleanest chart we can look at for this and the most accurate reading. So right now, we saw that we're holding this trend line as support, and that's going to be our golden trend line, that if we come down and break this, then cryptos are taking off. We want this chart to go down, because when this chart's going down, that means all the cryptos minus the stable coins are gaining momentum and outperforming the market caps as far as those stable coins go. And if we look at the trend line, yep, that's going to be our one that if we break down below, it's game on. But then also we have this rejection trend line as well too that we came and got rejected by just the other day. Yeah, just last week. So this candle closes today, of course, but we had this rejection point December 19th, 2022, December 26th, 2022, January 2023. Then that scary time in March with the banking crisis, March 6th and March 13th, we got rejected, came up to it. June 5th got rejected. Then June 12th got rejected. And right now we're starting to see the momentum head lower. So this is all great. This is what we want to see. We need to see this. We're calling this out in real time saying, hey, this is a line in the sand. If we break above, it's not looking good for crypto. But if we get rejected, it's a start of up only. And that's what I believe is the case, that we're about to head into an up only environment. So let's look at the 1-day chart real quick. So 1-day chart, the momentum's rolling over, stock RSI crossing down, TSI MACD. We love to see it. If we look at where we're at as far as the honeypot zone, we need to come down, break this 786 here. So we're not quite there just yet. Yeah, honestly, coming down, breaking this 786 will bring us to this 1618 right here, which is coinciding with this trend line coming up. So this is only just a few percentages down, about like 5%. If we can have the whole market, Bitcoin go up 5%, all the altcoins go up 10%, something like that, this will tank down, and then it will be the start of our next bull run. Like even coming back to over here, and we're taking that concept of the trend line coming up, right? And us breaking that. This was the equivalent March 10th, March 13th. Once we broke this March 13th, that's when Bitcoin ripped up March 13th right here. And the following week, we went from 20K all the way up to 28K. So we're at a moment right now where we can see a melt up like we haven't seen since 3 months ago. I'm telling you, it's going to come out as a surprise. Everybody wouldn't expect it at this moment, but I'm feeling a nice week next week. So if we go to back to the total crypto market cap. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. The USDT plus USDC against all the cryptos. If we look at the 6-week chart, this candle actually closes today, which is absolutely massive. And we have that for the first time. We have the MACD flipping red. We have the MACD flipping red. We have the stock RSI with no pulse in it. And this is what we want to see as well too. If we look at the 3-week chart, which closes today, we got a weekly candle close, 3-week candle close, 6-week candle close. We got some big candle closes. And we have the 3-week chart, MACD is red. All these times where we've been red in the MACD have been Bitcoin bull market. So this was December 2020 to May of 2021. That was the Bitcoin bull market. If we go back to this time, this was September 2021 to around like December 2021, which was the double top, Bitcoin going back from 30K to 60K, altcoins still going up. And then ever since January 2nd till now, it's been red, and we've been in a mini bull market, kind of switching from bear to bull. So we need to see this maintain. We need to see the stock RSI stay down here. We need to see the MACD stay red. We need to see the TSI not cross up, because if those things happen, then we're going back into a brief correction for the cryptos. So that's on our radar. We're running into an extremely important trend line as well too. As you can see on the 3-week chart, we're right at it. We saw rejection right now. And let's get a time on this. So like, when would this have to break? So we have this support coming up. We have this resistance coming down. And let's go to the weekly chart and let's map this out. So this no later than July 10th. So we only got a few weeks left here for this to make a decision. It could happen imminently to the next 28 days. I think, we could come down here, we could pop up, but I don't think it's going to take until July 10th for this to break. I think it might be in the first week of July, a little 4th of July firework action. That's what I'm thinking. So that's this chart, which is looking great right now. If we go to the 3-day chart, let's look to see if the momentum's curling over, which it is. Stock RSI crossing down, MACD's trying to come down. TSI is getting briefly poking above the zero line, but we could easily curl right back down. If we look at the 5-day chart, we're still crossed up. If we look at the 2-day chart, we're about to cross down. If we look at the 1-day chart, we're crossing down as we speak. So what I believe is, we're at the moment, definitely at the moment where we're going to see crypto start to outperform again, and we'll start to see that next week. So then if we're looking at this chart, this is the US NAS 100 versus Bitcoin. And when we see, let me hide everything here. So during periods of this falling, that's good for crypto. So this was the 2010 to 2011 bull market for crypto. Then when we kind of have this upwards trending channel, this are bear markets. This one was short-lived. But then we had another bull market for crypto right here when we break it, 2012 to 2013. And then we have this upwards drifting channel here, like this. Bear market for crypto from 2013, 2014 to 2015. Then we break it again. Right here, 2015, November. We went on our bull market. So bull market, let me change that to green. Bull market. This was a bull market. And then I'll change this to red for bear market. This was a bear market. Bear market again. This was 2018 to 2019. We had another bear market. Then this was our mini relief rally at the end of the bear market back in 2019 when Bitcoin went from like 3K to 14K. So this was actually a mini bull market or rebound. And then we did that channel again, bear market until 2020. So this is bear market. This was our 2020 to 2021 bull market right here. Bull market right there. And then this whole time we've been in a bear market. So bear market. All right. So once we break the bottom of this channel, it's game on. It's done. It's done. Bull market like we've never seen before. So where we're sitting at right now, we're sitting at from this high down to this low. We hit the 618. But if we take this high down to this low, we poked above the 786. But if we look at the momentum here on the 1 week chart, the TSI is coming right up to that zero line. We want to see this get rejected on the 1 week chart and come back down and curl over, which I think will happen. And then if that happens, we'll see that Bitcoin starting to outperform the NASDAQ 100. And then we'll see this come down. And on the next move down, I believe we'll break this trend line coming up here. So also, this is the first time ever where we've gotten so close to, and let me hide the rest of the things. It's the first time ever we've had these lines, the 50 and 200 moving average, so close to each other and squeezed close to each other. When we got rejected off the 200 one up here, tail end of 2022, that's when we went on in this bull market for crypto, this mini bull market. So us right now being so close to that point again and having some trouble trying to hold the 50 moving average here and being at the 786 and having this mini trend line coming up like this and us seeing this convergence happening, we can get a timeline as to when this will have to break. And like I said, it has to the first week of July. It's got the first week to July to make a decision. And I believe on the 1 day chart, we're already starting to see this roll over. I believe that we're going to start to see that decision being made this week. I think it's this week we're going to start to see that decision being made. So that's what I'm seeing there. And running into this horizontal resistance point as well too, rejection. We need to come up and maybe fill this gap here because we ended up filling that gap right here. There was this gap right here that we never filled. And we most recently just came up to it last week, filled that. And now we can start our downtrend back down. And at this point, so what I believe is the month of July is going to be good. And then July, around July 18th, my birthday, we're going to have to see where we're at as far as this goes. Are we going to hold the 786, bounce up, or are we going to break the 786? And is July going to be the start of our massive bull run? Massive bull run. It's not going to be a straight line down. We could come down like this, come up, get rejected, and then around September, October, really tank down, which I believe that could be the case. But July could be, fireworks. So that's what I'm expecting. And then Bitcoin back in July over here, July 18th, my birthday, we bottomed in 2021 when we came from 60K all the way down to 28K on the 18th of July. We actually bottomed at that point and went up until around like November. So I'm expecting the same thing as far as this upcoming week is going to be bullish for crypto. I do believe we're going to start to surprise a lot of people who thought we were going to tank and continue to tank. And I think we're going to start to see the sun come out. And also, too, summer solstice is in like 3 days. So the start of summer is in 3 days. So we'll have to make a follow-up video this week about the summer solstices, looking at certain cryptos and seeing how they perform with the change of the season. Because the seasons move in cycles, markets move in cycles. And with a change of the season, we get changes of market structure. So we'll have to take a look at that. But that's what I'm seeing for that chart. If we look at the total crypto market cap, we're on the weekly chart, and we came down and we held this 50 moving average as support. So we came down, touched it as support. Right now we're running into this 200 moving average, and I would actually love to see it get above it by the end of today, have the candle body close above it, which is just a hair above. Like we're at 1.039 trillion. We need to get above 1.043 trillion. But that was solid as far as we came down. We broke the 786, came down, touched the 1618 breakdown of the extension, and touched the 50 moving average, and had a nice solid bounce staring at that 200 moving average right now as we speak on the weekly. And we have the candle closing today. So if we go to the 6-week chart, let's take a look at that. And yeah, we ran into resistance at this super guppy, at this ribbon. So if we can get above that, it's game on. But let's go to the 3-week chart. No, actually, let's go to the 3-day chart, because on the 3-day chart, we have a prepare to buy soon. 3-day chart, prepare to buy soon. Let's look at the 6-day chart. No prepare to buy soon there. Let's look at the 5-day. No prepare to buy soon there. Let's look at the 4-day. No prepare to buy soon there. But you can see the similarities here. The correction of March, we found support right here. Correction of June, we found support right here. It was 90-day cycle, and I believe the next 90 days we go up. 3-day chart, prepare to buy soon. 2-day chart, prepare to buy soon. 1-day chart, prepare to buy soon, hitting that bottom to a T. Just like this 1-day prepare to buy soon hit that bottom to a T, hit this bottom to a T. We rose right after. So 12-hour chart, prepare to buy soon, and we already got the buy now. So what I believe is, yeah, we're going to start to rally up here. It's going to be a good week this upcoming week here. And I don't know if I said at the beginning, but it's Sunday, June 18th, 10:48 a.m. But yeah, we're seeing all the same things that we saw in the last correction, which was, well, this time we actually saw a 3-day prepare to buy soon that we didn't see here before. So that means we're way oversold than last time. Just like we have a 2-day prepare to buy soon that we didn't see at this point, but we saw back here at the bottom. Then if we go to the 1-day chart, we saw that back here, and we're seeing it again right now. And then the 12-hour chart, we saw the prepare to buy soon, saw the buy now, plus we saw that mark the bottom back here. So given that we have a 3-day, I think we had a 4-day, 3-day, 2-day, 1-day prepare to buy soon. Those are swing trade timeframes, and seeing all those flash prepare to buy soon at the same time is exactly what you want to see. That's when all the stars align. Then seeing the 12-hour prepare to buy soon on top of that with the buy now signal, plus the 11-hour chart has it, the 9-hour chart has it as well too. That just screams that, yeah, we're about to head up here in the next, couple months here, for the next couple months, because that's what happened this last time. That's what happened the past times here as well too. And it's screaming that, hey, we bottomed out. The total crypto market cap is about to head up. And then given the other factors, the dollar, the stock market, looking at those key macro charts as well too, shows that that's the case. So that's what I'm expecting here. Then if we go to all the altcoins, because all the altcoins are way oversold, because we have a 6-day prepare to buy soon. 6-day prepare to buy soon. Then we have a 5-day, we have a 4-day, we have a 3-day, like we have a 2-day, we have a 1-day, and then let's check the 12-hour, and we got the 12-hour and the buy now. So this is even more extreme than the whole total crypto market cap, which includes Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is just all the altcoins minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, way oversold versus the rest of them, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we've seen that in the charts. But like seeing that we have a 6-day prepare to buy soon, 5-day, 4-day, when the total crypto market cap didn't, this just means that altcoins have way bigger of a bounce to happen for them. 6-day, 5-day, 4-day, 3-day, 2-day, 1-day, 12-hour prepare to buy soons, plus the buy now already came in. That is exactly what we follow on the Stargate trades checklist for swing trades. And it's screaming up. And we already have the 12-hour buy now, and we've been creeping up slowly to this hot zone with the 786. We're right below it. I believe we're going to melt up through there and just come up right to here, which would be a total gain for the altcoins of across the board 5%. but I don't think we're going to stop there. I think we'd even come up to here, which would bring us to the 786 of this macro kind of high down to the low we set over here, which would be a gain back above 10% across the board. But I don't think we stop there. I believe this is the ultimate bottom because we double bottomed. Basically, we did a low to the high, 786, held as support at this hot zone here where we found support back in the Black Swan crash in November. We broke below it back here in December. And then once we got above it, we ripped. We found support right on it. We found support for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. And we're already creeping up here. So very solid. And we saw yellow come in, which is fear. When was the last time we saw yellow come in? Fear in March. That was our bottom. When did we see yellow come in back here? Around January, and we kept going up. So yeah, we're seeing fear. We're seeing all the signs saying prepare to buy soon. Multiple time frames, high time frames as well. So I believe more upside for the total altcoin market. And I said in the Discord that, hey, I believe we've ultimately bottomed here. Any remaining cash that I have, I'm going all in. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm just letting people know what I'm doing in the Discord. So links in the bio, come join the Discord. If you want VIP, ask for it. But if you just want the free section, that's fine with me as well too. So weekly chart for Bitcoin. Weekly chart for Bitcoin, holding the 200 moving average, the yellow line here, came right down to it, tapped it. Now we're back above the 786, that key level that we needed to hold, which was 26,358. We're at 26,550. And we have this trend line coming down that I believe as soon as we break it, we're going to melt up to over 28K, maybe even 30K, 29.5, which is if we can get above 27,000, 27,500, honestly, the ultimate line in the sand for me to get above, to be like coast is clear, is 27,700. Yeah, 27,700. If we can reclaim that level, that looks good to me. But ultimately, a break and hold above 28,500 is more confirmation. But right now, we have the weekly chart holding that 200 moving average, holding the super guppy. We're trying to flip it. We have this downtrend that we're in this kind of falling wedge that we're ranging in between. We've already seen the TSI cross down with a little bit of MACD red, which is okay because if we look at the zero line, we're above it. We're way up here. So we're in bullish market structure. If you see this blue coming up here and crossing above the 50 line, that's not good. But right now we're in a safe zone. So if we have a nice week this week, then this will save. And then the RSI is holding the same level that we found support back here on, horizontal line right here, found support on this level. If you look, equal low, equal low, equal low, but the price action has been a low, a higher low if we're looking at the candle body, and then a higher low. So like we're seeing some hidden bullish divergence there. Then if we go to the 3-week chart, 3-week chart is, yeah, getting above that 27,700 is definitely the key in my case. But if we look at this trend line coming up, that's where we found support on this most recent crash. We saw, and let me hide this. We saw this wick, well, starting January support, March support, June support. So that's 30 to 90 day cycles, 90 days, and then we could come up for the next 45 days, come back down for another 45 days. So we could come up. Our biggest kind of resistance is around 33.6K. And that coincides with these candle bodies over here. Yeah, so like we saw rejection here, it got above support, we broke and then tanked. That's our level to get above. But yeah, so on the 3-week chart, getting above this TSI on the zero line will be huge. That'll really mark the acceleration of the bull run. And that's for Bitcoin. So all's looking well there. If we look at XRP, we go to the 6-week chart, and we put on the bonus buys and sells with the Stargate indicators. So we're getting the confirmation of this buy signal today. So let me hide these. And you can see that the last time we flashed this buy signal was back here, September 14th, 2020, right before XRP broke up heavy. It went up heavy. We're seeing the candle close for the 6-week chart happen tonight, in 9 hours and 3 minutes. We're seeing that buy tag there. The next 6 weeks for XRP could have that in store. If we break above 53 cents and hold candle body close on this higher time frame above there, then we'll definitely do it. But like we've been saying in all of our videos, $0.54.5 is that line in the sand that we got to have a daily candle close above. The other day, we haven't had any candle closes above on the daily chart for the 54.5 cent level. Like that wick that happened on the release on the emails, that doesn't count. We didn't have the daily candle close above there. It's so important to wait for candle closes before going all in. That's why I didn't, waiting it out, being patient, waiting for the candle close. And by waiting, it worked out because we came back down, and now we're holding some key support as well too. We're holding the 50 moving average on the 1-day chart. So looking at this, getting above 54.5 is so critical. Like I just showed you, we haven't had a close above 54.5 this whole time, a daily candle close. We had just wicks again. So getting a candle body close on the daily chart above 54.5 for me, I'm going all in. I'm going all in if that's the case, because I think we'll skyrocket at that point. I really do. So looking at the 1-day chart, we're holding that 50 moving average. We kind of came down to retest this inverse head and shoulders breakout. So let me hide the super guppy real quick. So look at that. Yep. So if I put this down just a little bit. So we had this like inverse head and shoulders here. Well, we had an inverse shoulders within an inverse head and shoulders. I'm going to clean this up a little bit more so you can see it, so it's not distracting. If you look here, we had a shoulder, and let me change the color. Head, shoulder, and then what's the breakout point for this? So you take that to there, and then you move it over, and no surprise, we went and reached the target at 56 cents, but it was a wick, came right back down. So that's how you measure the target for inverse head and shoulders. You take, from the head to the neckline, you bring it over, and we reached it to a T. But then what we did was actually form a bigger inverse head and shoulders, which is this shoulder, this head, this shoulder. So what's the breakout point for that? And right now, and we actually retested this neckline on this inverse head and shoulder as well too. Broke above, came back down. So this is actually like another bigger inverse head and shoulders. So if we take this now and measure this target, and we put it up here on a breakout, that brings us to 72 cents. 72 cents. And what's some other confirmation that brings us in line with that? Well, no kidding, 2618 breakout extension is at 72 cents. So I believe if we break above 54.5, have a candle body close above it, we'll very quickly shoot to 72 cents, 73 cents. Could even come up to 83, 94 cents as well too. Let me put on the 9-hour chart, 12-hour chart, see if there's any confluence. Other levels, around $1.12 as well too. Yep. So that we could go up to $1.12 on the extension. We can overshoot the 73 and go to $1.12. So right now we're sitting at 0.4920, and we're running into the 786 right now, which was the high here down to the low. Oh, sorry, this is the horizontal line I drew. So we have this low. So we had this point, this low to this high. We had the 786 here. We broke it, came down, and then right now we're right under it. So if we can break it back above that, we could give another shot at 54 cents. Another shot at 54 cents right there. So that's what we want to see happen. We want to see us get above there, break above. But let's get some more insights. We got to look at XRP against the total altcoin market cap. And this is why I believe if we get above 54.5, we hold it as support in a daily candle, why I might go all in, because we had this trend line coming from 2017, rejection point, 2018, rejection point, 2020, November, rejection point. And then we just got rejected the other day. We were so close. If we got above that 54.5 level and went up to 56, 58, then we would have broken above this trend line, and we would have shot. And that's why I would have went all in on XRP, because XRP would have been outperforming the whole entire altcoin market. And keep in mind, back here was when XRP was about to go in November 2020, December 2020, and then they hit them with the SC lawsuit. So the SC lawsuit came right here and it tanked it. So that's why I believe it was time back then, and we've been postponed. And right now it could be our moment. So it's a matter of getting above this trend line. And I believe XRP outperforms the whole entire market. So if we look at where we're at right now on a smaller scale, on the 1-day chart, we actually came down to retest this hot zone, this support here. So us being and finding support right here is great, but we need to see the momentum curl back up on the 1-day chart and on the 12-hour chart and cross up here right where it's at for this week if we're going to see XRP try to take the cake here pretty soon, imminently in the short term. If it keeps heading down here through the zero line with the 12-hour chart and the TSI, then it's not time yet, but we still have a chance to make it happen. But we are running into some resistance here with the 12-hour chart, the super guppy right there. So it's about to make its decision here in this week if it's going to be time or not. Quite frankly, I hope there's a little more time left. I want a couple more months, but hey, if it wants to go, it wants to go. But also we have some hidden bullish divergence where we have the stock RSI has a low here and then a lower low, but we are actually doing a higher low in the chart. So we could definitely very well have the legs. So that's what I'm watching for this chart. I'm watching the XRP against all the altcoins and XRP USD chart, and taking a look at XRP to Bitcoin, XRP to Ethereum, XRP dominance chart. All of them are lined up. All the multi charts are lined up, primed for a big XRP move. And the narratives as well too. We saw Brad Garlinghouse come out with that video the other day saying the case is ending soon. We saw an ex-SEC commissioner, I think, saying on Twitter that the case could end in a matter of days here. And the price will start to front run that news. So if we start to break above that 54.5 cent level, close a candle body, close above it, I believe it's imminent, that news. So then let's look at XLM, and then we're going to finish it off. Let's look at we're on the 1 week chart. Right now we wicked down to the same zone that we wicked down to back in March. We're getting the candle body close above a key level right now, which is great. We wanted to see that candle body close above like 0.081. We're at 0.0806 right now, so we're very close. 1 week chart, we saw the TSI cross down, but that's normal because we saw back in January like a 1 week, 2 week of red in the MACD. We already saw 1 week of red in the MACD, so we could easily recover here. Now's the time. Next week's the time to recover for crypto. If not next week, then the week right after. But yeah, we're at the moment where we're seeing a lot of things lining up. So 3-day chart, we have XLM, prepare to buy soons. We saw a clean wick tap down into the zone, and we had a nice candle body close, or a nice candle kind of structure here for a bottom to happen, and we're already seeing it curl in. We're seeing the 3-day stock RSI curl up. We're starting to see the momentum ready to curl up here, and we have a hidden bullish divergence because we have a low at this point and then lower low at this point, but we have a low and a higher low. We're talking about candle bodies, but we have an equal low here, but still we have a low and a lower low. So, and then in the MACD, we have a low and a lower low right now, and a higher low. And then here we have a low and a lower low. So I think XLM will spring very fast. I really do. So let's look at the 1-day chart, because the 1-day chart, we just got a buy tag flash on the new SS Start G8 indicator. We saw the sell come up here around 0.107, and then we just saw the buy tag coming in at 0.077. Also, we're on that honeypot zone right over here. And then also we have the 1-day prepare to buy soons. And if I take off the warning signals, actually, and we look at it like this, the signals here have called the bottoms and tops since the start of 2023. We saw the buy now tag come in here at 0.071 in January of 2023. We saw the buy now tag come up here, March, said the sell up here, and we just got the prepare to buy soon, waiting for that buy now blue line to come in, which could happen today, but if we keep this momentum, it'll at least happen by tomorrow. That will mark the bottom. And then if we look at the 12-hour chart, we already probably got the buy now tag come in just in the last 12 hours here. So we're already seeing that momentum cross up, and we're seeing the pink very close to crossing above the blue. When we saw the blue cross above the pink, that's what took us from 9 cents down to where we're at. So we're about to see the inverse of that happen. Then if we look on a lower kind of scale here, we have the trend line coming up like this. We have the super guppy coming down like that, and we're seeing convergence. So we're about to see this in the next 4 to 8 hours here. We're about to see a decision being made. So that's all good. And then if we look at the weekly chart, yep. So we want to see this just cross back up. And like we said before, it was likely that these similar patterns, right, they play out in the indicators as well too. And we rise up like this, come down, rise up again, double top. We come up like this, rise up, come down, come up again, double top. Then we come down, then we come down. And then we have our little hang up right here, try to cross, but we can't. Then we have our little hang up right here, try to cross, but we can't. Then we pull down further. pull down further. And then ultimately, when we have our 1 week cross up, that is the start of our big next uptrend. And we're below the 20 line, just like we were back here. So as soon as you see that 1 week cross up, it's game on. And we're about to see another big uptrend for XLM and ultimately the whole crypto market market. But altcoins will have a nice recovery and a nice rebound. And at this point, this is the greatest time to do a big back up the truck leverage long trade. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. That's what I'm looking to do, is to put a bigger amount of capital into a leverage long trade at these levels, because the risk to reward is pretty solid in my opinion. That's what I'm going to do. I'll put it out live though. Track it out live. But yeah, so this is what I'm seeing there. And then lastly, I was playing around with the new Stargate bots indicator. I got to give you the VIPs access to this. So if you're in the Discord, you're a VIP, I will give you guys access to this indicator. It's the one with the bots, with the shorts, short entries, short exits, long entries, long exits. And it will actually tell you the performance as well too. So if you're not a VIP and you're in the Stargate Discord, but you want access to these indicators, then ask for Rob at Stargate, which is me, or Eric at Stargate, and we'll get you suited up with this stuff. And if you're not in the Discord, come join it. And if you're looking to get into VIP to get all these things, let us know in there. Now's the time. You want to get situated with the tools before the big bull market kicks off. I'm telling you, because once it kicks off, it's madness. And I don't even know if we'll be accepting people in at that time, just so we can maintain focus. But 9-hour chart, we're seeing prepare to buy soons on XRP to Bitcoin. But what I wanted to share with you guys was like this XRP against Bitcoin with the Stargate strategy bots performed 125% gain. So you gained 1.26 Bitcoin and it was 70% profitable, and the profit factor was a 2.5, and it took about 39 trades. But I love how you can look at that performance summary, because the net profit was around 125% gain on this chart, XRP to Bitcoin. But if you were to just buy and hold, the return would have been negative 16%. So it outperformed what if you were to just buy and hold by 140% here. So like, I love this new kind of feature, being able to look at the performance summary, because the facts are the facts, the math is there. You have a bot running 24/7, 365, making these long trades, exiting the long trades, shorting, exiting the shorts. Like autonomously, you would have gained 125% versus just buying and holding, and you would have lost 16%. Truly unreal. So I love this new kind of aspect that we're bringing to the table here, the automation, and then being able to crunch the numbers and show the numbers. You can see the list of the trades that it took, how much it was up, the dates of them all. And, see, it was running this whole year, June, May, April, March, October 2022. So it was doing these trades all the past year, and it's showing you the proof of receipts right on here, the strategy tester, performance summary. You can look at the overview and it's right there. So I love this. I can't wait to unveil it to you guys that are VIPs. And as far as my thoughts on the market and where we're at, I think you guys know the drill of where I'm at. In the Discord, I laid it all out, my sentiment, direct, short, sweet. So if you're not in the Discord, come join it. Link will be in the bio. And subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment. What do you guys think? Are we about to head up next week, or are we about to head down? Let me know. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and happy Father's Day. And I hope everybody enjoys their Sunday.